Hi guys. Okay, so I received a package yesterday that I had ordered. I got some samples from an organic, natural makeup store, and I just put the foundation on. The one that I tried first, if I can find it, is Vapour Atmosphere Foundation. It's supposed to be for sensitive and dry skins, and I got it in color S90, and this is what the sample looks like. And they say when you order the samples that it's going to have enough in it for 2 applications, and I'm thinking there will not be enough for 1 more application. Even though I don't know, with this stuff, what I thought of it was that it was sticky. When you go to put it on, it sticks to your fingers, it sticks to your skin, and so you really have to press to get it into your skin. You really have to warm it up and really rub it in. And the finish on it is such that what I don't like about normal foundations is I have a lot of really I don't know if peach fuzz is what I would call it, but I have a lot of really fine hair on my face. My beautician, the lady that does my hair and cuts hair, says that redheads have a tendency to have a lot of facial teeny tiny hairs, and most foundation will kind of cling to that so that it feels dry, and then you can see this little bit of reflection from where those teeny tiny hairs have picked up the foundation and held on to it, rather than having it settle down and be real smooth. And this one, although it's not as bad as some foundations, it's still doing that just a tiny bit, and I hate that, because later on in the day, if I sweat or anything, it starts to be more and more obvious that it's not just my skin. I can't really tell if it takes just a little bit or if I need to apply more, because the amount that I was able to get on my face without it looking cakey, it wasn't very much, but I really had to work it in. So I will know better at the end of the day if I actually like this. The other products that I got, it was $25 for 6 products, and it's sample sizes. And because they're organic makeup and they're kind of expensive, this is what I chose to do rather than buying a full bottle of anything, because I think it's like $40, $42 for these foundations. The other foundation that I got that I wanted to try was the Vapour Atmosphere Foundation. And that comes in more of like a stick. And I got the next color up, which is 100. So instead of getting S90, I got 100. I think the color on this is pretty close. It might be a tiny bit darker than my skin. The way I judge is by my neck. What I usually wear is the Science, what's it called? Physicians Formula Organic, and usually I will wear this, which I got from Heaven, and I'll wear this, and then I'll just dust the translucent powder over, and it works really well, and it's I think it's an exact match for my neck. So I really like to wear that, and this is just the translucent mineral correcting powder that has the greens and the oranges and all that, but it shows up really nice. I really like it. But I'm trying these because it's just, sometimes you want to look a little more flawless than what you can get with a powder. So that's why I got this one. So I will try this one tomorrow. And again, they send you like a tiny dot, which I find aggravating for the fact that I spent $25 on all this. Granted, it'll save me money, but it still just kind of irks me a little bit. So let's see, which one did I just put down? My husband, I don't really care to wear a lot of makeup or to wear a full face, but my husband likes to have me go into the beauty counters at the mall and try things out, and he really liked the bronzer. He feels like I'm pale enough already, so I need to add just a little bit of color. So This is RMS Beauty Baruti Bronzer. So, I've never tried to put on makeup before in a camera. So we'll see how this goes. Wow, a little bit went a lot further than I thought. It's gonna be way too much. Okay, so that was just like a teeny tiny dot on my finger, and it was way too much. So yeah, this one will definitely be more than one application. But I don't know, maybe some people wear a lot of bronzer. Because I'm so pale, I don't like to. And what I have been doing is wearing Heaven's, she sent me this. And Heaven is on Etsy, and she's Nature's Bath and Beauty. And this is what she sent me, powder foundation. And it's way too dark for my natural skin color, but it works really, really well as a bronzer. And so that's what I've been using. And I really like her products because my skin really likes them. Let's see. It's so hard to tell if I'm even when I'm trying to do it in the camera. And then, I don't know, I think I would have a really hard time using this because it's so much darker. And a little bit goes so far. Yeah, I don't know how I could use this. I think I really, really prefer Heaven's. Because on my face, I have a little face. A little bit goes a really, really long way. And I prefer my own color, honestly, to shine through. So that side turned out darker than that side, so maybe I should add some more to the other side so at least I'm not lopsided today. Darn it. Like I said, I don't really like a really overdone look. And all this stuff is organic. I wish I could remember what the shop was that it came from. Is that better? Maybe I just need to blend this side out a little more. That's better. Okay, so holy cow, this is not very much product, but it's probably going to last me for the rest of my life. See that? It's not very much, but wow, it goes a long way. Okay, so there's that. I'm trying really hard to remember what all these products were for. Radiance. I believe that is like a shimmer highlighter, if I remember correctly. Make sure not to use the wrong finger. And I think it was supposed to be kind of pearly. Wow, I just feel like these are a little bit overdone. I have a little face, and so and it's kind of hard to do this without a mirror. So there's that highlighter. I don't really see myself wanting to buy any of this stuff. I totally don't remember what these ones are. I think this one is a concealer. So because my skin is dry, my thoughts on it are that this one, let's see, RMS Beauty. I believe this is a concealer. And I got it in Aught. And then the Radiance, I believe, is a shimmer, like a highlighter. And so for me and what I do in my little life, it's kind of overkill to wear all this makeup, but my husband really likes it when I dress up sometimes. Okay, I'm going to use this. Okay, so the concealer, my problem is again, my face is really dry, and so when I cake products on, if I'm not super careful, I have a tendency to just look really dry. And that's kind of what I'm seeing right now, is that even though probably the products themselves are pretty nice, because my skin is dry, a lot of product really shows up on my face if it's not super moisturizing. But that wasn't too bad. That was RMS Beauty in 00, and that one turned out okay. I have to do my makeup tutorial in my bedroom on my bed because it's the only place that I have natural light. And I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty dry. Like when I use just regular powder, it just doesn't look this dry. And then it's just a powder. And I did moisturize. And yet I get really, I don't know if crusty skin is the right, but chalky skin is kind of what I get. So I don't know. And this one is definitely this one is RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. And everything but the foundation, yeah, there's been plenty for more than one application, so that's kind of nice. And this one is probably just going to be really shiny. And so it'd probably be something that is like brow bones, high cheekbones. But I can see already that I kind of prefer the texture of my own makeup and of Heaven's moisturizer to what I'm seeing right now. This right here, let's see if I can find which side of my face is it. This right here, when I'm reading or when I'm at the computer, I lean on my hand, and so even though it's not like a zit, I always have that right there because I never remember that I need to stop leaning on my hand. And that actually covered it up pretty good. I will probably want to put a little bit of that foundation or something over it because it's gonna be kind of obvious that I was just trying to cover that up. See if I can find it. This is the first time I've done a makeup tutorial, so I hope you guys will kind of bear with me. Usually I just kind of slap it on my face and call it good. And I don't know how well the color is picking up. I never do like setting powder or anything because, again, dry skin. And even though these other products are really super expensive, I really prefer Heaven's stuff. I really do. The other thing that I got recently was from Scratchy Mommy. And it kind of has, let's see, it kind of has the same consistency as the Vapour makeup. It's kind of sticky. But this one is 100% natural, and it is kind of translucent. When you use it, you have to really work it in your fingers before you put it in your face. And then I have to be careful what brush I use to put on my powder foundation. This made me break out the first time I used it. My neck turned red and everything. By the second and third time I used it, my neck wasn't doing that. But with this that I use as a moisturizer and then just put powder over, this never bothered me. And it kind of is the texture of like a body butter, except it doesn't have like the preservatives in it that a lot of times would make you break out in like rashes or something if you put it on your face. So I'm going to show you the rest of my routine, and I'm sorry if I'm putting it in too long of a video. I'm experimenting to see how this turns out on film. So I have a Z palette is what I've done, and my favorite makeup over the years, I've just put in a Z palette, which is a little container with a magnetic bottom so you can pop out your colors and just put them in all together. And Avita is where I got, this is gonna drive me crazy. Avita is where I got my eyeshadow palettes. They're not terribly pigmented. They're actually kind of not pigmented. But I've had them for about 14 years now. And they have, I like them because I'm pale, and so if I have something with a huge push of color, it has a tendency to be hard to blend. And so that's why I like the Avita. And I have the eyeliner pencil from them too. And again, it's lasted me for forever, even though I wear it every day. They're my favorite makeup. I don't think it's that I don't wear a lot of makeup. I think it's just that they were good products to begin with. And they're, I mean, Avita is, when I bought them, the Avita was like the go-to makeup if you wanted like organic makeup. I'm hoping this is turning out good, because I can't really tell with my lighting how even everything is. How's that look? Most recently, the makeup that I've really enjoyed that I haven't had any kind of reaction to has been Estee Lauder. My husband wanted to see a different look on me. He says that a lot. He doesn't like that I wear all these browns and light pinks and everything. So he took me to Estee Lauder and got a couple pieces that were nice. This color is from Estee Lauder. It's like Sunset. My goodness, I took the package out. Sunset something, Sunset Coral or something. And I really like it. Whoa, that was way too much color. That luminizer really picked that blush up, didn't it? I'm using my normal makeup with makeup that I'm not used to. So that's interesting. Yeah, that made it a little darker than I wanted it. Oh well. And so I've liked Estee Lauder. I liked their foundation a lot. I've got a grid in the middle of my face, so can I see myself? There we go. I like Estee Lauder. I haven't broken out with them. I like their colors. I usually can't wear blush. Usually it just looks really harsh on my face, but with their formula, I've done really well with it. And I do have super, 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 super sensitive skin. And I just haven't had a problem with it. So this is my brown. What color is it? Does it even say? I don't think, it's so old I'm not even sure that it says what color it is. Avita. Yeah, I think I took the name off when I sharpened it. But it's just kind of a chocolatey brown. I'm redhead and I do really well with browns. They don't look harsh on me. Girls! Please stop! Stop! So that's, yeah, I do really well with browns. I think that my own skin color and my own eye color and my own lip color are the prettiest color I could wear on me. And so I need to let them shine through rather than just trying to cake stuff on. I don't know what my kids are doing, but it sounds naughty. Hold on a second. Paige, that is not a happy sound for me to be hearing in my house.
I am scrubbing off the stove.
Okay, why don't you get it a little wet first? Okay, did you get it just a teeny bit wet?
Yeah.
Thank you. So Paige took it upon herself without being asked to wash the stove. I'm not sure if I'm happy or sad about that. I don't know what tool she's using, but it sounds like she's trying to break the house down. So this one is Clinique. I wanted Estee Lauder at the time because it had the lightest color, but they were out of it, and I bought this 2 years ago. And if I have too much blush on my face or something, I like to do this because it just tones down the color a little bit. And I use it as a highlighter. So it's just a concealer, and it's in color